Ruger 2245. I did a video on this thing a ways back on some TANDEMKROSS upgrades, and I thought I'd really like them. And what it was the hive grip I put on there, and I put on the Pro Comp muzzle brake, muzzle compensator, whatever you want to call it. Okay, and I got some of these mags. These come in mag kits. You get the followers, the springs, heavy-duty springs, and the base plates, and it makes it an 11 round mag as well. So got a bunch of these. I also got the, I'll show these later in the video, the attachable mag pouches, kind of Kydex kind of type holsters that I have for my belt. So I kind of set this thing up for comp practice pretty much. And let me turn this video down a little bit. So anyway, got this thing. These are the grips that come on it. So I ended up getting a hive grip, thinking, oh, it'll be more better. It's this big rubber grip, a one piece. And I felt it was just too bulky. And what it does with these, you know, with the finger grooves, it puts you in a fixed position to where you can't move your grip around or anything, which is good for some people maybe, but for me, I know my grip and I use it on several of my different handguns, so I like using the same grip. This, if anything, is going to give me some bad habits, so I'm going to go without this. And my, what was it, the Pro compensator, I did away with that too, and they actually took it back. It just got caked up way too easy. I would shoot it a little bit and it would just fill with lead. So didn't like it, too much maintenance. So did away with that as well. And they took it back. They gave me my money back. It was way cool, even though it was used. And I don't think you're going to find any customer service that'll do that. So what I did is I found some new grips by Stoner. They are the called the Slash and Burn. I'll show you those here in a minute. And the brown and black Slash and Burn. I really like them. A nice, nice aggressive grip and very similar to the color, which is not a big deal. But anyway, there you go. So the big thing that I got for this thing to do was I got a new optic for it, because I'm gonna go optic. And this is the decided to go with this one opposed to Holosun. I was running a 507C on this thing, but it was just too tall. It was sitting way up here because it has a little spacer, little riser with its clamp, and so it was sitting up way too high. So with this one, I was able to find a plate that replaces my Picatinny. And I'll be able to go basically about as flush as I can with an RMR plate. Okay, and it's a universal plate. So I'll do away with this. I'm going to keep my sights on there and put that plate on there. The plate will take up these two holes, bolts right up. And then this is the plate that I'll show you the plate I'm getting. Let me show you this optic first. I'm getting ahead of myself here. And so this is the Mini Shot M-Spec FMS. A couple different ones. It comes with a high riser and a low riser. So this is basically how it comes. And there you go there. Got your regular stuff, which I usually don't read much of this. So let's see what we got. This, I actually opened this up, I did. So that was packaged in there. It comes with a nice little cover, unlike Holosun. Not knocking Holosun, I love Holosun. They're my go-to optics. Got a bunch of videos out on a bunch of different, what, a 507C, V1, V2, 507K. Just picked up the, I want to say the 512, the big encased one. Got that from my AR. But here you go. Super basic. You got your power on the left side here, and your indicator for your levels of power, of brightness. And then you have your down here and the off button. It's that simple. Okay. Got screws there and everything. It actually came pre-mounted on this low riser for a Picatinny clamp, basically. Okay, and it's got the 4 clamps. This is the doctor setup. So it'll work on this with this plate I'm going to show you here. And it comes with a 1-inch riser. I'm going to put these both away. Got my pins there. And there you go. Comes with your tools. If you want to go into the total breakdown of this, punch up another video on this particular little optic, and you can go from there. I'm not real anal on all that. I like doing stuff that I like putting together here, and if it works for me, I like to share it and tell you if it works good or if it works bad. There's your sight tool, a lot like HoloSun, except it's a blade. There you go. HoloSun, they have blades as well, but their own little tools. And you get a couple other tools, you get extra screws. I don't think I'll be needing these because it'll work with my plate. My plate should come with some screws as well. So let's get rid of all this stuff and get it out of the way. And we'll cover this up, protect the lens. I do like that idea. HoloSun needs to come out with that. There's a guy, TANDEMKROSS. I give him a shout out on a few of my videos, and he does the nice gel optic caps. They don't stay on real well though on those TANDEMKROSS ones. I'm gonna put a little piece of Stickum Velcro on one side of this, or maybe larger on the inside of this, somewhere on the inside of it, and then I'm gonna put one little tab on my actual optic, and that way the little tab part will give and let me pull it off my optic. So these guys, gun one, it's OpticsFACTORY, but it's basically these guys from ADE. Am I saying it right? ADE, ADE. This is how it comes. It's from these guys. It is Sales ADE Advanced Optics. And these guys, OpticsFACTORY, are the guys that are carrying it. I think it's the same company actually. Okay, so there you go. Got this. Fast shipping. Within a week. Okay, here's what you get. It should be an RMR plate in here. Universal. For many different ones, you'll have to go on the site and check it. And this particular one, it actually is stated right here, the underside of this. And there's my tool holes that are lined up with my Picatinny. And it's going to come with a couple of tools, I believe, and a couple push-in studs. It looks like there's only 2 studs in here. Okay, only 2 studs, not a big deal. There is a place for 4 studs, and on the optic, there is a place for 4 studs. Some only come with 2. But there you go. There's that. I'm going to go ahead and whip this off fast motion and attach this on here fast motion, and we will go from there. Okay, I'm ready for the range. Got this thing where I want it, I think. Just want to do a quick rundown on these this gripping here. This is the difference. This came on this. This thing's a Davidson's exclusive. It's FDE. It's kind of a little special. They do a couple things to it. I'm not quite sure what all they do to it, but these are real flat, almost like a square grip with these on it. So I did want to change it. You know, these got a half moon shape to them, and a nice gill texture here, kind of a 45 going down, very aggressive, and then a nice straight on, just like a straight stipple on it. So very aggressive. I think it'll be great in any slippery type situations, water, mud, blood, whatever I'm going to run into. It's aggressive enough and not too aggressive where it's uncomfortable. So very nice grips, and it actually, the color match is pretty good. So I think is it worth 50 bucks? For me, I'll have it forever. You know, this is one of my keepers. I want a 22 LR pistol, and I had a Buckmark. It was great for target, but I want something all around. So this, I think, is going to fit the bill for the all around. And I got a nice optic on it now. Back to this optic, which is, I'm liking it so far. I've got it nice down flush now with this cool little plate I got there, that RMR. It fits a ton of different, this particular one fits like 10 or 11 different red dots. This is this footprint is for the doctor, so it works for that. Worked fine. And easy power up, one quick button to turn it on, and you're powered up. I doubt if this will pick it up. And then about a 4-second hold for power down. And then you have your power up settings as far as intensity. So very nice, very happy with this setup. Next is to the range, and I'm going to see if I can hit some 3-inch targets. I'll get this thing zeroed in. I'll You know, I like to laser bore sight at the house, usually about 4 inches off one way or the other. Dial it in and be able to play around with this thing like I like to, and just stay in practice. Got my Q5 match, basically same setup, but it's got a 507K on it, and that is a circle dot. But I didn't want to go that route on this; they're too pricey. So this did run me $200 out the door, so it wasn't too cheap, but not too bad. So these are the linking mag pouches I got from TANDEMKROSS, very nice, and that nice Optics ready holster. And I've used this my 507C, basically same setup, so good to go. I know it's going to fit. There you go, nice retention. I got it set to where if I fall or anything, it's going to stay in there. And I'm headed to the range. I'm going to go have a little bit of fun, but there's my setup right there, and I'm ready to go. The range, got my 2245, got some 3-inch pasters. I'm going to start at this bottom one and see where I'm at and try to zero this thing as quickly as possible. And I got another target set up over here once I've got it zeroed, and I got a 2-inch paster there as well. But I'm going to put this on this tripod here at fast motion. Just show you my little setup here. I am 15 yards out and just going to do some benched and try to bring this thing in. I got to get my little sight key there, and let's see how fast I can get this zeroed in. I've got I know this Federal's pretty awesome stuff. This Aguila I got, kind of interesting. It's got a wax coating on it, and I'm not sure if it's going to be hanging up at all or not. In my 1522 it hung up just a little bit, so I'm going to run up here and go fast motion and just try to tack away at this thing and see how quickly I can bring it to zero. I'm going to start at the bottom and work my way up. So let's see here, get this thing mounted. I'll include that top one. Just start out slow here. Okay, so there I go. That was basically 10 round mag and 11 round mag and 11 round mag. So got it zeroed. I think I'm there. Okay, and this is going to be all Federal. I'm actually going to add a couple 1-inch pasters just to see, and see if I can hit these suckers as well. Once I hit them, I'll stop basically. And so 3-inch and 2-inchers and some 1-inchers. This is all the Federal. And I'm going to try a little bit of that Aguila as well. But I know that hangs up my 1522, I think because of the wax. But we'll see. So I'm going to go fast motion here and 15 yards benched. Total accuracy. Okay, not too bad. And it is windy as shit out here. And I'm not just saying it, but it is gusty as hell. I'm going to try some of that Aguila on this top, and let's see if I can get 11 rounds to feed without hanging up, because I keep saying it, my 1522 they hung up about every few, so we will see. Now this is another I think one's a 36 grain and one's 46 grain, I want to say. I'll recheck that and go back to the bench, but this is going to be the Aguila, so we'll see how we do on that. Okay, so very interesting. It is more accurate, I do believe. So that's it. And I'm firing these off. I'm not sitting there and doing a heavy weight in between. But actually, I feel the zero is a little different. It seems like it's shooting a little low on that. If I was shooting just straight Aguila, I would bump this up 1 or 2 clicks. But that is very accurate. And not one failure to feed, 11 rounds. So I might not have an issue with my 2245, but my 1522, it was hanging up just a little bit. Probably about what I had, 3 hang-ups through basically 50 rounds. So there's the beauty. I'm loving it. Working really well. I like that little red dot. So far so good. I can pick it up very good. It's very clear, and good deal. So this is the Aguila. And kind of cool stuff as far as the packaging. The way it opens up, and look at that price. This is COVID times, okay? This is late October of 20. So, killer deal. I got 2,000 rounds of this shit for, what was it, like 80 bucks or something. So, real cool. It comes like that. I think because Mexico by the ocean, they are tied into USA somehow. And then this stuff's been very reliable. And I got about 1,000 rounds of that. So, doing good. That's about it today. I've just had shoulder surgery, so I'm kind of tore up doing this whole video. I've been kind of in pain, believe it or not, and that's kind of why I'm doing bench today. But I'll do a follow-up video of some standing and running gunning with some steel and whatnot. But I just want to get it out there. I love this little sight. I love my grips, very comfortable, and it's all good. So I got one 3-incher on the left side there up top, headshot. And this is basically what I was, benched. 11 rounds, just like that. And that was just fast, rapid, but just to show, I don't think I've missed, other than the 1-inch pacers, I didn't miss my target once I had this thing zeroed. So pretty cool. And like I said, I'm not taking my time. I'm just slamming away, but fun stuff. Back from the range. It was nice getting out. Been in the house for about 3 weeks now with shoulder surgery, so it was nice getting out. I want to clarify this ammo. 36 grain hollow point, and I've got the 38 grain Aguila. This Aguila, like I said, has a little bit of a waxiness to it, some cosmoline or whatnot, and it's a little more edgy. And I could see why it was hanging up in my 1522, but it did fire good in my 2245 today. There's a hollow point there, very accurate. It was shooting lower than 36 grain. Was interesting. It's probably a heavier bullet. And this, I noticed on the hollow point, doesn't go all the way through. I don't know if it's a bad batch or what, but these are very reliable, but you can see the smoothness there. And this one's actually got lines and ridges in it. So, very interesting. This was, this does look like a heavier bullet, but dead nut accurate. If it feeds well, it's going to be my go-to as far as, I've got about 2,000 rounds of that. So, cool. I'll just zero this thing, raise it up a little bit and be good to go. Wanted to show this box too, very interesting. When I got it, didn't even know how to open this damn box. Oh, there goes my shoulder thing. I did put a little tape on it. Sorry, bear with me, my shoulder. This is my left shoulder. So. But it opens up like this. And look at that. You got your lot number right there. Nice solid box. And this actually came sealed. And so it's sealed and has a slight waxy coating to it, but be a good storing ammo if you're going to do prepper storage shit, as long as it's reliable. That's going to be the question. So I will get it back out there and see, and I'll re-zero this thing for my 2,000 rounds of this Aguila and burn it up. That's actually Aguila there. So cool stuff. Just want to share. And nice little red dot. I like it.